DSP Zesty. Now that's a good name, DSP Zesty.
Are you cheering up?
Recently, as we've been opening all of these packs, okay, there's been some things that I've tried on stream that have worked and some that haven't. Some things that you guys really liked and some things that you didn't. But as you know, I've become kind of a hobbyist. I love TCG stuff. I love unpacking and collecting. There's been a couple of things that I tried on stream that didn't really work. And people said, nah, please don't do that stuff again. And I said, all right, fair enough. But that doesn't mean that I'm not interested in maybe keeping up with it in my personal time.
Wow.
And so what I'd like to do is show you some interesting stuff that I was collecting off stream based off of things that we tried on stream that didn't work. Because, ladies and gentlemen, you're about to see something epic right here on DSP Pack Rips. Are you ready? Okay. So first off, there's a card I want to show you. I've already showed it to people who checked out my podcast earlier this week, but it dawned on me. Actually, now I'm thinking about it. No, this was a while ago. This was like almost 2 months ago. We started opening Japanese boxes of Pokemon cards.
That was a big announcement.
And
yeah.
the first box we opened was called Abyss Eye. I didn't know it at the time, but that was the Japanese version of what was to be Pitch Black in English. So we actually previewed the entire set of Pitch Black early when we opened that box of Abyss Eye. Okay? The cards were nice. We saw some of the hits. It was pretty awesome, right? After that, we opened a second box of Japanese cards called Stellar Crown. Now, those didn't have much value at all, but they were very nice-looking cards, right? Remember how shiny they were and everything? But after that, people were like, oh, no, not Stellar Crown, Stellar Miracle. They were called Stellar Miracle. That's right. People basically said to me,
next Japanese set then?
No, don't open these boxes again. We don't like the fact that all the cards are in Japanese and you don't really know the Pokemon, okay? We would prefer if you just open English boxes.
Yeah, idiot.
All right? Fine. Fair enough, okay? However, personally, I like Japanese boxes of Pokemon cards. Why? Number one, they are way cheaper than the English boxes. The English boxes at the cheapest are $200. At their most expensive are like $500 plus. And that's for a recent set. That's not even like an old set. That's a recent set. They're way more expensive. There's tons of dupes in the box.
I already ordered 5.
Personally, the reason I like the Japanese cards is because when you buy a Japanese box, you're guaranteed hits. You're guaranteed 4 hits in a box. Sometimes you would get upwards of 6 to 7, but you're guaranteed 4 no matter what in a sealed Japanese box. I like that. I like knowing I'm going to get some value out of my box.
Japanese cards.
So because of that, I ordered a Japanese box of cards, and it just so happens that I ordered the box that's the next one that's coming out in English, but it doesn't come out here until November. Okay? When it comes out in November, I think it's going to be called like Delta Strike or something like that. But the Japanese version is called Storm Emeralda. Okay? The featured cards of the set are Rayquaza. Okay? Like that's why it's Emeralda, because Rayquaza is green. Okay? So I got a box, and it actually showed up yesterday. Okay? And I wanted to show you my experience with the box. Even though we're not going to
show you my
you guys said you don't want to do Japanese cards, I'll respect your wishes. But I want to show you how this went. So first off, this is what the box looks like.
Dude,
okay, Storm Emeralda. It was sealed, obviously, when I got it. Okay. Opened up the box, and all the cards are inside of this binder. No, I did not get the entire set of cards when I opened the box, because it's 30 packs of 5 cards each. The set's, I think, like 120. No, it might be like 90-something cards, but I didn't get them all. I'm missing a bunch, so I would have to get multiple boxes in order to get the whole set.
What was the pig announcement? He's ripping cards off stream.
So there it is. All right, very nice. Here's how a pack looks.
He's still talking about it.
5 cards per pack.
See, he's opening Japanese cards
yesterday, and I was, going through collecting. And what I want to do is I want to show you the hits that I got in the box. I actually got 5. So I got lucky. I actually got an extra hit. You're only guaranteed 4, but I got 5.
That looks like a butt cheek.
There was actually some changes to the cards this time around. First off, you know how there's stadium cards in Pokemon? Not anymore. Now they have these location cards that are 2 halfers. Like there's a left half and a right half, and they combine to be a super card.
So
that's one difference. The other difference is that now
what didn't I want to see?
Positioning in the packs was moved around. to be the next to last card in a pack. So it threw me off at first because I started opening packs. I'm like, why?
What didn't I want to
hit
see
here instead of here?
Dub.
So it was a little confusing, but for the most part, it's very similar to the other Japanese ones that we have opened. Okay, now here's the hits that I got. I'm going to show you them in order of value. The
His
first
legs are
hit that
so
I got,
fucking tight. They're fucking
yeah, I know,
gross.
a metallic energy card, and you might be like,
Wow.
"That's a hit now." Yeah,
No, it's
in
not.
Storm Emeralda, the metallic energy cards are actually considered hits, but they're very low value. This is worth like 90 cents. Okay,
What?
So,
That's
wow,
not
what
a
great
hit.
right?
90 cents?
Flowing energy, big deal.
Dude.
This was my second hit of the box. Great.
Another 90
Okay,
cents.
another like special flowing energy.
It's a hit,
Big
guys.
deal, right? That was my second hit. So when I got those as my first two hits, I'm gonna be
Most
honest.
people don't like
I
these,
was
so
like,
he's doing a show
This kind
and
of
tell.
sucks.
Yeah.
Like maybe this is a
I can
bad
retire
idea
on 90 cents.
for me to do this because I don't think that anything here is going to be of value, and I'm kind of screwed. Okay. So then I got this guy, and hold on, because I want to get the name proper. I want to get the name correct. Let me get it. Okay. So then I pulled this guy.
So who cares?
This is an illustration rare Anamoris. Yes, the card is absolutely gorgeous, right? I love it. That's a cool
Then
looking
you got
card.
the most valuable
That's the
card.
Pokemon right
Oh
here for
yeah,
the
and
record,
then I
Anamoris.
got the most
And
valuable
this is
card in
full
the
art.
set.
What's it worth? $2.28. Great.
You know what's
So
gonna
I got
happen.
3 hits, and the first 2 hits are
It's so icy.
crap. The third hit is a nice card, but really doesn't have any value.
350.
Maybe this is, a bad sign.
Yeah.
Then I got my 4th hit, and it was this. That is special illustration rare Kyogre. Okay, watertight, gorgeous art. This one is worth. It's debatable, but right now it's going for around $20. It's up and down.
It's not.
But it's around $20
It's
right
not.
now.
Don't buy this
Okay.
fucking card.
So I got Kyogre,
It's not.
and I was like, "Well, that's cool. At least I got a nice hit out of the
It's
box."
a new
and I thought
set.
that was all I was going to get.
It's gonna be
'cause
like
you're
10,
only
but yeah, it's gonna be
guaranteed
like
4 hits in a
10 or
Japanese
$5
box,
once
and I'm
it-
thinking that's the end of the box. All right, so I'm
Thanks for
nearing
the stream,
the
brother.
end
Hey,
of
SRH.
the box, and I'm in the last few packs.
SRH,
And
brother.
then I get my
appreciate
final
it, man.
hit. Get it? Are you ready,
For the
everybody?
$5 super chat, man.
This is what I
appreciate
got
it.
from the box as my final hit of Storm Emeralda.
SRH. Thank you, man. What the?
I hit the jackpot.
Yeah,
That is
okay.
Mega Rayquaza EX Special Illustration Rare. The
Fake.
second rarest card in the entire set. This card is worth
Glad you caught the huge.
$615.
I toast my socks. Thank you for the
I'm
two
not
tools,
kidding.
man.
Mega Rayquaza EX is worth
There it is.
$615. That is my most valuable card in my
He
entire
bought a
collection.
$600
it on a
card.
whim. In a random Japanese box.
He just
off
had
screen,
to
'cause
show
you
off
guys
his
said
pool.
You didn't want
Yeah.
me to open Japanese.
You want to say it's a pool?
So there it
He
is.
bought a six. That's the
Okay.
video name.
That is now going to go into the Wall of
ESP
Fame.
buys
Despite
a
the fact I opened it
$600
off stream,
card to felt the trolls.
I'm going to put it onto the Wall of Fame. Okay.
That's-
Now
yeah,
here's the
definitely
thing
not a
about
waste of
Japanese
six-
cards
yeah.
that you need to know.
Always
When a
off
set
stream.
is
Yeah.
new, cards have very
Six
high
bills
value.
is graded.
There is a strong chance that this
Off
card
stream.
is going to dip a lot in value.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Then
For
why did you
example,
buy it?
in the Japanese
Perfect.
pitch
Yeah,
black
yeah,
set, which is
that's
called
what it's gonna be.
the equivalent card to this
ESP
one
buys
is the
a
Mega Darkrai
$600
EX.
card
When it
to
first
felt the
released,
detractors.
That one was worth like $800.
Buys
then it went
a
down to
card.
$600. As of today, it's down to $272 roughly. It actually went down that much.
Shaky.
Okay. However, certain Japanese cards are actually worth way more than the English version.
Arm's
I'm
getting
going to give
tired.
you
Dude, it is getting tired, right?
the
Look how
explanation
she's
for that.
shaking.
Let me show you a card. Ready?
But yeah, I appreciate it, SRH. And I toast
Remember
my
this
socks.
guy
Yeah.
who at one point was
SRH.
my most valuable
I'm
card
glad I'm
ever?
here, brother.
Mega
I'm
Greninja
glad you're
EX from
enjoying the
Chaos
stream,
Rising.
man.
When he was released, he was $380. Then he went down to $360. Then he went down to $320. Then he went down to $280. Then he went down to, guess what he is now?
Like 100.
$190. And he's still declining. Basically,
Hell
he's
yeah, you shouldn't have
overinflated,
bought it at
and now he's
300.
leveling out in price. He's
Also
losing
got
a
it
lot
off
of
stream.
value.
Yep.
Okay.
Also got that one off stream.
But Guess
ESP
what the
tries
Japanese
it,
version of
buying
this
a
card is worth?
$600 to Feltros.
$373.
There you go.
The original value of this card in English is the holding price of the Japanese value of this card. Why? Because in Japanese
I'm
sets,
stealing that.
these cards are actually harder to get than in the English. So
Yeah, they're
this
harder to
card,
get, but it's cheaper.
Mega Rayquaza EX in Japanese is considered rarer than if you pulled this in English. Okay? That's why it's worth more. And so even though, yes, this card will lose value over time, it will likely still stay a very high value card. Will it be my most valuable card? I don't know. Right now, my most valuable card is Mega Gengar EX, or it was, and he's $415. Right now, this is $615. It could go down to $415. It could go down to $300. You don't know. Because right now the set is new and no one really knows what the real values will be. Okay? But I just wanted to show you. Okay? So let's see how it goes. But right now, this by far is my most valuable card at $615. I likely bet it's going to dip in value right away. I bet within a month, this will go down to like 400, not even exaggerating. But we'll see. All right? So there we go. That is the big announcement, is that I did some off-stream pack openings because you guys told me, don't do these Japanese on stream. We're not interested. I ended up pulling my most valuable card ever off stream, and I'm going to put it on the Wall of Fame. Okay? So there you go.
Fuck me. George's eyes really do follow you around the crapper. It's weird.